What's going on, everyone? Welcome to this week's edition of the Six Gaming Podcast. Yes, I am your host, as always, Shosan, and I have an awesome and slightly less illustrious, but we'll get into that.
What the wait?
Set of co-hosts.
What?
I mean, he's talking about me. It's the first time I'm back in forever. Because if it was you, you're here every week pretty much. So, I mean, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
He calls me illustrious every week. I still haven't figured out why.
I don't know either, but goddamn it, you're here, and I appreciate it. But no, thank you guys so very much for joining us this week. This is episode 92, and yeah, we have some interesting shit to talk about, definitely. And this one's probably going to get drawn out. I already know. As a warning, but I would be remiss if I didn't continue without introducing my awesome and illustrious set of co-hosts. So up first, Mr. Ron Clay.
There he goes, calling me illustrious again. I mean, I don't even.
You'll get used to it. Can't even.
Can't even. Try take the glasses off. Maybe he says something different.
Hold on. Okay, go show. What am I?
So I would be remiss if I didn't introduce my awesome and fucktard co-host, Mr. Fucktard. Ron, my awesome and illustrious co-host.
It's the glasses the whole time, man.
Got it. Oh man,
style, man, swag points, total swag points. And then, of course, illustrious enough, Mr. Dropkick joining us again.
Who's coming to us from a library today?
Right. With a whole card catalog filled with, what is it now?
Magic cards.
Magic. That's so how much of a nerd you are.
I've been playing Magic for a long time. This is probably one of the best ways I can organize my stuff without just keeping them all in boxes.
Oh, that is so bad.
We're not nerds at all, right?
No,
None
we're
of
not.
us keep our stuff.
No, we all have a healthy, functioning lifestyle full of social everything today. You know,
and I think I'm badass for maintaining this thing over here.
Right.
And this guy's got a freaking library card dresser thing full of magic cards. That's so cool.
Right.
It does its job. I gotta organize everything, but it's pretty much it's there.
Because fuck you, Dewey, and your catalog system, okay? Just saying.
And all your decimals.
Fuck your decimals, too. You know, unworthy. All right, you guys, let's kick things off with my favorite part of the show. Yes, you guessed it. It's news!
Good news, everyone.
I was hoping someone had sound effects. My sound effects are fail today.
That wasn't a sound effect.
But it was close enough. A soundbite, right? That's what they call it, a fucking soundbite.
Which, by the way, I am actually working on a soundboard. One that would maybe work for the show. I don't know, but we'll see.
I hope so. I tried to, right? I set up Franken PC, right? It's this PC I put together with just miscellaneous shit that I had in my house. It works well. It's running Linux. But it's suffering from this every time I talk or someone else talks, it mutes me or it mutes someone else.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out why. Mm-hmm. So I don't use it right now.
Whereas me, I actually made a fucking Google Hangouts add-on that stopped working because Google decided, oh, you can't play sound anymore. Why would we let you play sound? Well, we can't let you have nice things.
Fuck you, Google. But anyway, all right, so let's talk EA. Right? Because everybody loves EA, right? This is everyone's favorite company.
What has EA done wrong?
People.
Hold on. I thought this was your favorite part of the show.
It is.
And you're talking about EA.
Yes, because I love EA. They're so near and dear to my heart. Fuck you.
Dude, I can
if
see,
I see one
see
more
that vomit coming up in your.
If I see one more goddamn Madden game, I will personally probably.
There's gonna be Madden every year for the rest of your life, man.
They don't do Madden anymore, do they?
No, they do.
I'm pretty sure they do. I don't know, but EA's all fucking sports.
I guess they do. Okay, yeah, 17.
But speaking of
college
nonsense,
version, they don't do.
Especially when this comes to EA nonsense, okay? You guys won't believe this shit. So EA came out with a rule that says that anytime a streamer or a YouTube personality, whatever you want to call it, anytime that they are playing or reviewing a game that is specifically sponsored by EA, they have to tag their videos with displays and everything else that says this content is provided and sponsored by EA. You have no ways around it. If it's an EA game, you have to display this information.
Interesting.
What the fuck?
That's
Like,
actually good.
No, that's overkill.
You think it's overkill?
It's absolutely overkill. I haven't seen one streamer or one, YouTube personality, whatever you want to call it, whichever your medium is. I haven't seen one of them go, hey guys, this company gave me this game, so I'm going to review it. It's very clear from the start. And for them to say now it's required, I don't see the necessity. It's pointless.
This is something we're going to see coming up more often. Because I remember back when Nintendo started their Nintendo Friends thing or whatever. Basically, you have to kind of like register with them in order to actually stream their content. And there's like a few other guidelines. It came out a while ago, but people don't talk about it anymore. And it's also like the same time when Sony tried trademarking
Let's Play.
Let's Play.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, this is only something we're going to see happening more often, due to the fact that streaming is the most popular way of advertising any sort of game.
I would agree. I think it's unnecessary.
Absolutely.
It seems like an unnecessary step. And it's like you're regulating an industry that is already regulating itself.
Yeah, because like the problem
is it's not. If it was, we wouldn't have shit like Gamersgate. It's
still a little bit of a problem though, because of the fact that like if somebody's playing your game, they're gonna put the title of the game in the video title, because that's how they're trying to get out there, let you know what they're playing, and that's advertisement right there. Because if you see your favorite streamer playing a game and you're saying, wow, this looks fun because he's making it look fun, I want to know what this game is, you're gonna go find that game, you're gonna find out who it is. I just don't understand why EA is necessarily doing this. It doesn't really add any sort of benefit. But at the same time,
it's excessive.
It is excessive, but at the same time, I don't think it's the biggest problem. Like, for instance, when Sony tried trademarking Let's Play, that's an issue.
That was an issue.
Yeah, because that's something a lot of people do. You can't just say, "Oh, Let's Play is our word now," even though thousands of people fucking use this shit.
But I think EA is just taking a step to protect their image here, whereas companies like Sony, like Nintendo, the stuff that they're doing kind of doesn't do that. It's kind of the exact opposite.
And we're going to bring this up a little bit later, right? But my whole thing is, let's say that this is a sponsored EA podcast, right? Just hypothetical. And
the Six Gaming Podcast sponsored by Electronic Arts.
He already sold us out. He sold you guys out. I came back at the wrong time.
No,
wait. What is it? It's a hashtag advertised by EA or something. Supported by EA. That's it.
So now we're going to get sued. But let's say that we're doing this, right? And I am bashing on EA nonstop, right? This is the worst fucking game they have ever put out. Then what? You already said I have to put this in there because I'm reviewing it for you guys, right?
It does become part of the problem. I think this is where like the whole Gamergate situation came out of, except this time instead of unhonest journalism, it's almost coming from unhonest game companies. Because what's to say that they don't take that step of saying, you bashed our game, take it down, take this video down right now, because you're going to ruin our sales.
And now you're infringing on First Amendment, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
That's not what this agreement says.
No,
but it really kind of is, though.
But who's to say that EA doesn't take this step? Because keep in mind, EA has been voted 2 or 3 times like shit company of the year. They received the Golden Turd Award, all that jazz. Who's to say EA doesn't take this extra step? These are the same guys who basically like stamp down day one on disc DLC.
Yep.
But
that's my concern.
The one thing that I want to drive home about this is that right now this announcement is only available in German. Right. But rules may vary slightly by region, but they're going to be putting this worldwide eventually. So I haven't seen an English version of this yet, but it's coming.
But Ron, I'm glad you said that, because honestly, this could be misconstrued. Mm-hmm. God forbid the Six Gaming Podcast is notorious for, first broadcasting news. That's not going to be us. That's the worst source you could go to.
Mm-hmm. I think what EA's big step right here is there are a lot of people who are obviously worried. I think what they need to do is they need to kind of come out, make a really good statement about what their intentions are, what they're going to do, and even tell people, like, we're not going to go this far. we're not gonna tell you take down videos at Bash Art Games, because that shows a better relationship with your customer fan base than anything else. I think is telling them we're not gonna shit on you for shitting on us, but it's EA. They're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna fucking ruin the game industry.
But I would agree. That would be the best thing for these guys to do, because they already have this reputation for being a money grubbing, let's milk every single thing we can out of a franchise before moving on. So this would better their image if they did that. Hey, give us an honest review. We don't care. Just put these tags up on your stream. That's all we want.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
I think they also, if I had read correctly, they have the intention of actually people who play their games, put the tag down. Like, they will actually, when they say sponsored by EA, I think I read something about EA actually taking the steps to kind of reward people who are following their program and shit like that too. I'm not 100% on that.
I could see
but
it. We'll have to see when the whole text of this comes out.
Yeah, definitely. Especially once it hits us and more of, I guess you could say, Western Europe, and we'll see. Anyway, all right. So, Ron, let's talk about one of our favorite topics on this show. Let's talk just a little bit.
Cat Simulator 2015.
No. We're gonna move on from that one.
Oh,
we're not doing that one yet.
I was gone for months, and they're still talking about
I was ready for that. I was ready.
This is our other favorite topic, which is No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is interesting, because No Man's Sky, of course, has been on complete radio silence since pretty much day one of release.
It's insane.
Of No Man's Sky.
Absolutely insane.
So what we found out was that a developer from Hello Games, goes by the name of Gareth Bourne, has moved over to Roberts Space Industries.
Competitor.
From one train wreck to the other.
Yeah, like, what
Star
the hell is
Citizen.
going on? Come on.
Yeah, so very interesting that would happen. There was nothing. I mean, it was a very quiet thing that happened. No announcement or anything. Just that we now know that one of the Hello Games developers is gone.
So what you're telling me is Hello Games didn't say anything?
Nothing.
No way.
No,
Come on.
It's like they don't want to talk.
Come on. That's never
like
happened.
That
Not Hello Games.
Promised a bunch of stuff that they didn't put into the game, and now people are demanding answers, and they don't know how to answer them.
Yeah.
Right.
Gaming Crypt here is saying, "Oh wow, did you call Star Citizen a train wreck?" It's not as much as a train wreck as Hello Games. Let's be completely honest.
That's
here.
true.
But at the same time, this company has $100 million, and how long has it taken them to put out this game here? I mean, geez.
I hate to say it, but I mean, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it is
not
pretty
the best.
bad. How many times have they come under fire because they took all these people's money, and didn't do anything? So
yeah, and they're moving along. So I mean, it's Star Citizen's doing something. No Man's Sky is not.
Are we aware of who made the game? Sadly, yes, and that's the problem. That's
anyway.
That's all right. Now let's talk about some WoW news. Oh wait.
Don't do it, Joe.
Anyway,
Don't do it.
All right. So let's move on to some WoW news, right? Which I don't really understand why this is news, because even I went through this shit when I was in Japan. But a WoW player in New Zealand freaks out while raiding. He's streaming his stuff, and an earthquake hits. Now, granted, it was a fairly significant earthquake, but freaks out, and all of a sudden this causes news.
Yeah,
WoW
they make a big deal out of
plays
this.
through an earthquake.
They made a big deal out of this, and this is the Odin fight, by the way, easiest fight in Trial of Valor, and he doesn't even make it 40 seconds. So
Right.
why is this news?
I don't
Everyone
understand.
wipes within 2 minutes.
Even I raided during an earthquake in Japan. It's ridiculous.
But it's kind of funny because the guy freaks out, and the guy's when he gets back on camera, you can see him. He's like shaking. He's all shaking, and he's like, "Hey, honey, are you okay?" And maybe you should ask yourself that.
Yeah.
It's pretty amusing.
I don't care about World of Warcraft.
Crazy shit. Well, I know you don't, but honestly, like, WoW at this point is kind of autopilot for a majority of people, right? and I don't understand why you're making a big deal. I don't understand why we're making a big deal out of it. Like, honestly, it's one of those things.
It's because we're bored. I mean,
It is. But it's like the guy who tried to shove a remote control up his ass because his mom took away his WoW account or whatever.
Those
Like,
series of
shouldn't-
videos are the freaking best on YouTube.
They're funny, but they
They are
shouldn't
hilarious.
be. Like,
They're funny, but they shouldn't be. Yeah, pretty much.
oh,
I agree.
they might actually be scripted too.
They-
I'm pretty sure they're scripted.
Yeah.
probably were.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised they're scripted.
Let's see. I think that's about it for the news that I have. Do you guys have anything else you wanted to throw out there?
For news,
Yeah, news.
how about? Regardless of what anybody thinks, the Nintendo Switch is going to be fantastic. I've been gone for a while. I need to
You
talk
have.
about some shit.
All right. So let's talk about your take on the Switch, because
The
I already gave
Nintendo
mine a
Switch-
couple weeks ago.
It's going to be fantastic, and let me tell you why.
Yes.
Portable HD as fuck gaming. Nintendo's going to do everything Sony wishes it did with the Vita, but fucking failed. Because Nintendo does handhelds better than anybody else. All right,
I will
there's
give you
no
that.
debating.
Nintendo does do well in handhelds.
I- Sony tried and they fucked up. They could have done something great with the Vita. The Vita was a fantastic piece of hardware. You know what it didn't
is.
have? Good games. There's no good. I mean, there was a couple good games. I like Gravity Rush. Gravity Rush was fun.
Yeah,
I
there
played
was a
it little
couple.
bit. But it fucking sucked. There's no games, no support.
So
Nintendo's
it's
going
funny
to take.
because you bring this up, and right there next to my computer
Hey,
is my
it's
Vita.
it's a great piece of hardware, man. I'm telling you.
I have it in like a controller thing, but yeah, I have
Yeah.
a Vita. I love my Vita. It's fun for about 15 minutes. If they have better games, it would be better.
Yeah.
Granted.
But the Nintendo Switch, one thing I've noticed, and I mean, a lot of it has been rumors and speculations, what happens during any time a console is about to come out. But it is receiving a ton of third-party support, which is something Nintendo's been clearly lacking for the past couple generations of consoles. So, I mean, granted, in the demo we saw Skyrim, and I've heard, from some people or some sources that like Skyrim's not actually confirmed. But I mean, why not put your game on the system that people are going to buy? See what happens with it. See if you want to keep developing for it. So it's going to do great. I don't care what you guys say. You guys are haters of Nintendo. By the way, Pokemon Sun and Moon are fantastic. I'm having so much fun on those games.
Oh god.
We'll
Fuck you
get there.
guys.
Don't worry. Here's my take, right? And this is what I said a couple weeks ago, right? My whole thing with the Switch was they literally took the Wii, they put it all into the screen, and then they chopped off the controllers on either side. That's
It's-
all that the Switch is. It's the Wii, but mobile. And I
Yeah.
don't understand why that's
Um,
revolutionary and why that's great. They didn't do
honestly,
anything.
The Switch is what the Wii U should have been. It 100% it should have. This is what it should have been. You got all the controller options. You're taking an actual console, which is, if you think about the Wii U, you're taking the full power console, home console, and being able to like sit wherever you want and playing on a screen. This is what it should have been. Granted, maybe they should have waited on it or something. I don't know, because now it's weird. They stopped the Wii U production entirely like 2 weeks ago, last week.
Yeah, like
Um,
right after the announcement. It was
but
weird.
like this is everything that they wanted it to be, and it's weird how they're going about it. But I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I'm super excited. I'm gonna buy it. I gotta wait till
I'll
I
say
get.
this. The new Zelda looks amazing. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's literally Legend of Zelda Elder Scrolls. I mean,
Right.
that's what it looks like, pretty much.
But if it's available on Wii U, that's where I'm going. I will not be looking for the Switch. I will not do it. That's
All
just
right,
me.
well, when the Switch comes out and I'm having loads of fun and you're still there being miserable.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're going to sit here being miserable, sitting high on our throne of PC Master Race game.
Oh, do you think I
Thank
don't
you,
got
Ron.
a
Thank you,
fantastic
sir.
gaming PC right here?
Thank you.
Moving on.
Moving on. All right. So, speaking of PC Gaming Master Race, one small little bit of news. If you guys haven't seen it, Newegg has just announced their Black Friday deals. If you guys haven't checked that out, please go. There's some amazing stuff going on for RAM, video cards, CPUs, you name it.
If
Go,
I didn't just buy
please.
a whole bunch of computer parts recently, about like a couple months ago, I'd probably
I
really
just
enjoy
bought
that.
16 gigs of RAM for $90. So
I basically
I can't
upgraded-
argue.
I've got like basically a $1,400 computer running here right now. So
That's it.
I mean,
it? Come on.
does everything I want to.
Well, all right, fair enough. All right, so let's move on to what are we calling this? Wrecking Crew, I guess now. So
Dan's not here, so you can call it whatever the hell you want, as far as I'm concerned.
Fuck, I forgot what we used to call it. So hey, let's just do games we're playing.
Okay. You're so boring.
Isn't that catchy?
No.
No, god damn it. Fuck. All right, so hey podcasters, what you playing? We're going back. Yay! All right, so I got to do this, right? I got to kick this off first because it's been bugging the shit out of me. I already know what Dropkick's going to say, so before he says it. Okay, so I finally picked up Dishonored 2 weeks after its launch. I had some issues. 2 weeks. 1 week?
First or second one?
The second one. The second one. Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks after it launched. But anyway, I've been playing it a little bit. I was playing the girl. She's like real stealthy, so I've been real stealthy. I've been trying not to kill people, right? Keep it real tame. And that took me about 2 hours a day for the better part of about 5 days. And I beat it. I went through it today on Corvo, who's the other guy that you can play as, just as a complete wrecking ball, destroy everything, kill everything that moves. I did that in 2 hours, right? It was crazy quick. Well, then I read an article. I think it was on PC Gaming. I might be wrong. It might be Rock, Paper, Shotgun. But a guy, the first week, actually within the first like 5 days, beat all of Dishonored 2 in 30 minutes. He speedrun all of Dishonored 2 in the first week in like 34 minutes.
That's pretty fantastic when he can do a speedrun like that in the first week of...
Yeah, it was insane, which leads me to question just how far can this game actually go? Like, how far could you push this, given any development in figuring out what's going on?
Maybe we'll see in summer.
Yeah, now here's the thing though. I bring it up because honestly, I've already played it through twice. I'm really getting ready to do it a third time. Like, this game has some replayability. It's weird, but it's a lot of fun to play. If you're not a fan of the first Dishonored, I don't think you would be as into the second one. Because even if you read the articles, a lot of people all say the same thing. It is the worst thing that you can say about it is it's almost identical to the first in terms of playability. It's the first game. They just continued the story. Fair enough,
Did that but with Descent and Descent 2, and Descent 2 was fine.
Right. And if that's the worst thing you can say about a game, really, how bad is this game? I think it's fucking fantastic. I love this game. Now, the one that I'm waiting for that I was upset with on Tuesday, Watch Dogs launched. Now, if you guys haven't heard, Watch Dogs have been having huge disappointments with the multiplayer. Everybody's fighting about this multiplayer. It's unplayable, it's broken, they're having glitches and everything else. Well, I was looking it up because I really want it for the PC. I'm a huge fan of the first Watch Dogs. It doesn't drop until the 29th. So hopefully they will iron this shit out for the PC launch and we'll be good to go. So maybe next week, 2 weeks, I'll have something for you on the new Watch Dogs. Other than that, and my co-host here, Ron, was giving me shit. On my iPad, I started playing Clash of Clans again.
All right, hold on. Everybody in chat, I want you to
again.
Everybody in chat, I want you to give Shosan shit for playing Clash of Clans.
Okay, so
give you shit for not being able to pronounce anything right. Jesus.
Clash of Clans.
Words mean things. I mean,
that was rough, dude.
They sound so similar.
Do I sound anything like Veg? Imagine if that was Veg trying to say that, it would be far worse.
So, whenever you hit rock bottom, you can be like, I'm not Veg. So, you can't use that excuse your whole life.
At least I'm not Veg.
No, but that is a whole nother level. So
he's a nice guy. Leave him alone.
Dude, Veg is a very
large guy, but he's nice.
Veg. But no, I've been playing Clash of Clans. My friends brought me back into it.
Okay,
I'm
okay. My wife, hold on. My wife is giving me shit now in chat here
Good.
because she says, "Shame on you, show, for playing Clash of Clans just like Ron used to do all the time."
Oh.
And you know what? I stopped playing that game because of the time investment. I realized how bad it was. and
It's
stopped playing
crazy.
it. What-
It's crazy.
When are you going to realize this, show?
I don't know. That's the problem is I gave into peer pressure and I let my friends say, "Oh, dude, just get back into it. It'll be fun. We'll help you out." These fuckers haven't helped me out once, for the record.
Is one of them Coles?
No, one
That
of
sounds
them
like
isn't
something Coles would do. Come
No,
play
most
this game
of
with me and then abandons you.
Pretty much. No, most of these are my coworkers, so go figure. You know, I never.
Oh
should
yeah,
have
your
listened to
coworkers fucking suck.
them. Right? See, that's what I'm talking
know,
about.
Even
Exactly
your
what you're
old
talking
ones, you
about.
know, like that Damien guy and shit.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
he's not playing it. He's not.
We love
we
you,
miss
Damien.
Damien, come back.
He's actually streaming right now.
He is. God
Yeah.
damn it.
That
Well,
motherfucker.
he can't compete with my time, so
No, so too bad.
eat a dick. Eat a dick. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's literally about all I've been doing. But now that I'm done with Dishonored, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I can't go back to WoW. Here's the thing: I still have an active subscription. I cannot go back to playing it. I am
Well, then
just
cancel
not
your subscription.
interested.
Dude, cancel it. Why did
I'm getting ready
Seriously.
to, honestly.
you
I'm-
should have a while ago if you're not playing it?
I'm not interested anymore, so I need to stop. I need to
Yeah.
stop.
Why are you still paying for it?
I don't fucking know. It's
Jesus
still
Christ.
time. No, I'm like in between subscriptions, right? So it's just like free time right now. So I need to stop it before they renew it. That's all I need to do.
Do it right now.
I should, but I have a
Do it
show
right
to
now
do.
on podcast. You're
After,
playing well
all
right
right,
now.
you know what? All right,
Uh-oh.
fair. I will do this. Dropkick, man, talk to us. What have you been doing? I will go ahead.
So I've been gone for a while, and I've been playing video games.
Moving on.
There you go.
Battle.net.
So like, all right. So
Anyway,
I finally,
battle.net. I'm
After-
logging in.
after all this time, I finally got into Overwatch. I've pushed it off forever because I thought it was going to be a terrible TF2 clone,
I fucking
ev-
love Overwatch.
and then everybody was just overhyping it. Everyone just loves it for no fucking reason. And
Not even
I gave-
overhyped, dude.
listen,
It's an amazing game.
I gave in. I played it. I fucking love Overwatch. The game
Yes!
is fantastic. It's super fun to
Yes!
play. Junkrat's easily my favorite character. I love
Oh, he's
Junkrat.
Junkrat's fun.
Anybody who hates Junkrat, too bad. I'm sorry. So sad.
Sorry.
So, Dropkick, what do you think about the following phrase? May is Bay.
Ah, fuck May.
Listen, in any video game that has female characters, there's gonna be people. There's gonna be a waifu culture involved. Like obviously, May is a really big deal for a lot of people. I like playing May. I think she's fun to play because it angers people, and I
Right,
hate
because she's a
playing
fucking
against
troll.
May. May
Because
is the
May is
worst
a
character to
troll.
play
Oh
against.
man, I actually have fun playing against Mace because I try to out May the other May.
Yeah, see, when I'm not playing May, right, then it's frustrating. But if I'm playing May, I'm like, aha, who's gonna freeze who?
My
But,
wife
like-
was talking. My wife was talking about a May that she had on her team. She was playing. I think it was Anna. Anna, right? And
Okay.
this she wouldn't put up walls in front of her, but what she would do is stand immediately in front of Anna, facing Anna, so that Anna's, who's got the little sniper rifle, can't see shit.
That's
That's next level trolling right there.
yeah, that's
Using a
pretty
troll
impressive.
character to troll without using the troll abilities. That's awesome.
Me and my friend, we were playing Overwatch one time. We went to a game, and we were both playing May. We're on defense on Kings Row, and there's a Widowmaker on our team. And we don't like Widowmakers because almost every Widowmaker is fucking ass, right? So it doesn't help at all. So we're both May, and we're going through the tunnels. He puts up an ice wall. She turns around to go run the other way. I put up an ice wall, and we blocked her in this tunnel for like a good minute and a half.
Oh, poor Widowmaker.
Where they started talking like how they want to kill themselves or something. We're like, all right, let's stop before it gets too crazy. But Overwatch is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying Overwatch a lot.
I gotta
Um,
interrupt you here. It is fucking impossible to cancel a subscription in WoW. Oh my god. I have to fill out a fucking questionnaire, which you cannot skip. Then they
Just
have
say,
to know,
tell them everything's
can
shit.
we-
You're angry.
can we contact you in the future for improvements to the game? You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, go ahead. Contact me in the future. It's impossible. Jesus, people.
It's fantastic.
I love you,
right now.
Blizzard, but sometimes you just crawl right up my fucking urethra and piss
Oh,
me off.
Ooh. Whew. So anyway,
Yeah.
Overwatch is fun. I'm having a lot of fun with Overwatch. I play with friends every once in a while. Obviously on PC, because why would you play on any other console?
Thank
why
you.
would you play a console?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, consoles have the games. They're fun, but obviously PCs.
Not anymore. Not with Xbox's thing. Play anywhere?
Oh, that's true. I should see if I can get some of those games on my computer.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I like what Microsoft did there, but other than that, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have an Xbox, so I mean,
Fair
when
enough.
Nintendo games start exclusively coming out on PC or anything like that, or like multi-platforming, I'll be super stoked.
They
'cause
are. You didn't hear about Mario Run?
That's not a fucking Nintendo game. That's
No,
an app.
but it's a different system.
That's an app, and that's only because their shareholders have been pushing Nintendo to go mobile for a while now, and now that Iwata is dead.
What do you call Pokemon Go? I mean, come on, dude.
That's what it is. Iwata was dying, and the shareholders are like, if you don't do what we want you to do, we're gonna take our money back. So Iwata's like, well, fuck. So I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's not like they're putting Pokemon Sun and Moon on the iPhone, because that's a whole different story.
Oh, I'm sure it's coming.
Maybe one day. Who knows? Depends on how Nintendo does. But Nintendo's also been quoted multiple times that if they go down, their franchises go down with it.
That's true.
So,
Fair enough.
but anyway, so besides Overwatch, I've been playing Skyrim again. Not Skyrim Special Edition, because that's kind of a mess and whatever. Just regular Skyrim, and I've been modding it up so it's better than Special Edition. So I've put like 50 hours into that like the past few weeks. I'm having a lot of fun. Again, I'm going through everything I did like a few years ago. It's fun. I'm having fun. It's a good time. It's a good time for me. It should be a good time for everybody else. So I'm happy.
I know that Texel Swirl's been playing a lot of the new Skyrim as well, so it'd be interesting to see what he thinks.
A lot
about
of
the
it.
new one.
But
I
he's
haven't
been
really
doing
played
it
the
on
Special
console.
Yeah. It's been doing it on PS4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually got that from my wife because she prefers playing on console because she can't really handle the keyboard and the mouse because she's a fucking scrub. We're not going to talk about her right now.
Okay.
Obviously, she's just on the other side of the door too. I'm waiting for her to open it and just like yell at me for talking.
Yeah,
shit
you
about
realize
it.
all this is on record now.
Yeah, whatever. I've said worse to her off camera. You guys already know. I mean, she knows I'm joking. I don't mean half the things I say, but she's great. She takes care of me, makes me dinner and stuff. So
Way to backpedal. Way to backpedal. That
she
was
does.
good.
I'm not even backpedaling. She does that shit. I mean, all right.
Yeah.
But, all right, so other than Skyrim and Overwatch, which I've sunk a lot of time into, Pokemon Sun and Moon came out yesterday. I know you guys don't care, but listen.
Let it begin.
They're doing some different stuff with this game. I'm having a lot of fun.
All right, so no, let's talk about it. What are they doing different? Like,
well, there's no gyms this time around. Granted, there's still a
Christ.
similar system to it, but they're more so trials because you're going through. You do this thing called the Island Challenge, which allows you basically you go through the islands and you face the different trial captains. And when you defeat pass all the trials on that island, you face the Kahuna of that island, and you face them in a battle, blah blah blah, and then you move on to the next island. So it's still a very similar system, but there's no gyms. You get this badge, you do this, and the blah blah blah.
yeah.
But and then there's a few other things. One of the enemy teams, Team Skull. I've actually had a lot of fun running into these guys because they're just really zany. They're different than past teams. They're a lot funnier. They made a Will Smith reference and an Eminem reference so far. It was pretty great. They made a Getting Jiggy With It reference, and then
Oh Jesus.
they said something blah blah blah. I forgot what it was, but some Eminem reference, one of his Slim Shady songs.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's fun. I'm having a good time. It's a different game. The environment feels more fleshed out. It doesn't feel as linear and like hallway-ish. Like you go down this route and then you take a left, you go down that route. It feels like there's a lot more to actually explore in each of the routes, as well as like different ways to interact with the environment. So I'm having a lot of fun. It feels like it's new. I hope Nintendo continues down this path by creating more Pokemon games that just feel more open, which, by the way, there's a codename Pokemon Stars coming out for the Switch. no real information on it yet. It's just apparently it's a trademark or code name.
So,
Fuck
out of
you, I'm excited.
curiosity, do you see Nintendo taking Pokemon into an open world thing, like let's say Monster Hunter?
It's
Is that kind of the path it's going down?
I would like to see that, but at the same time, I don't think we'll see it in an open world sense like Skyrim. Where Skyrim, from like literally when you start up the game, you can pretty much go wherever you want. I mean, you have to get it just a little into the game, and then you can literally go wherever you want. Because in Sun and Moon, in the very beginning of the game, it seems that there's a lot of hand holding, which but it's a Pokemon game. It's supposed to be for kids. I mean, I'm a giant kid, pretty much, whatever. It's a Nintendo game as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So I can see an open world, but I can see Nintendo kind of really like blocking off certain sections until you get to this certain area. And there'd be ways that Nintendo would go around it. It would be a Nintendo open world, I guess. So it wouldn't be as like truly open, but it would be there. And I would love to see that, but we probably won't see that for a couple more generations, if anything. Maybe when they notice that their sales are really dropping or something and they really need to make a formula change, maybe that's when we'd see it. But until then, it's probably not going to happen. But that's fine. I mean, I'm having fun with how it is. And since I picked up the game at like 10:30 yesterday, I put 13 hours into it.
Jesus, already.
Like 11 o'clock in the afternoon or the morning till about when I went to sleep. This is 13 hours of straight Pokemon, and it was fantastic. And boy, am I tired.
I agree, Show.
You know, here's
why are we vaping on the podcast?
No, but here's the thing. You know, let's be honest. I love having you on only if for the simple fact that you really are a Nintendo fanboy.
Oh, I really am.
If there is something Nintendo, at least you can give us that.
See, I'm okay with Nintendo. It's just fuck Pokemon. Come on.
Right. You could be a Smash Brothers fan and you would get more respect.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Which,
I went to Big House 6, which is one of the biggest Smash Bros. Tournaments of the year, pretty much. It takes place in Dearborn, Michigan, at the it's a convention center right outside the Ford company, pretty much. Fantastic. Had a hell of a time. I didn't really go to the Wii U area, which is the game I play a lot more. I stayed in the Melee area because it's a lot more hype.
And it is more fun.
Melee is more hype. I'm not going to say it's more fun, but it's more hype. There's more people there. There's a better vibe to it, I think. But like at the same time, it's also a shittier vibe. It's like the worst part. It's the worst part of like sports fans in like video game form. It's fantastic. It just sucks, but you love it, right? So
it's like poking around in 4chan for a while. You know, it's great at first, but it wears you down.
I had a fantastic time. I met so many top players who they can be dicks, but they were some of the nicest people I've met. And like it was a great time. Like honestly, I met so many other great people who are just fans of the game. They're just passionate about Smash Bros. And it was so fun. Like I even sat down next to Mewtwo King. I don't know if that rings a bell with you guys.
I do know him.
Yeah, I just sat down. Like I had a very small conversation with him. I mean, he's awkward as shit. He is fucking weird, right? But he's a very nice guy. You know, he's really cool. He likes to do things a certain way. And then I met Mango, who won the tournament. Mango is a very, very popular Smash Bros. Player.
Pretty big. Yeah.
Very cool guy. He's actually my current Facebook profile picture with him. I got a picture with him right after he won the tournament. It was pretty great.
Nice.
Met a few of the guys. Actually, if you watch top 8 for Melee and crew battles, you can actually see me in the crowd like pretty often. I'm in one particular spot in both videos. I got a couple of really good points. There was one they zoomed into the people in the back, and right like when the zoom was like max, I just stood straight up, and all you see is my face right in the camera.
Good for you.
Yeah, no, I had a great time. I like to think everybody else had a great time. So I never came back to really talk about that. So, but it was fun.
Good. Awesome.
I got nothing. I spent like the past 15 minutes talking.
Well, that's okay. You should have seen Dan last week.
Why? What happened?
Because we were like an hour and a half into the episode, and then Dan goes on like a 20-minute rampage of what he's been doing the past week, even though we had already agreed prior that we're going to skip that part of the show. It was great. It was so
Take control of your goddamn podcast, people.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. All right.
You guys need me here, apparently.
Apparently,
There's only so much I can do.
Says the guy who just rambled on for 15 minutes. Just saying. Anyway.
Just saying. Just saying. All right, Mr. Ronkley, man, talk to us for.
All right.
You got 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Here we go. All right. Aside from the NDA, which is still NDA.
Oh God, is it really?
It
I'm
is.
upset.
Yeah. I will let you know as soon as it's not.
Because okay, so if you guys don't know, I was talking to Soli just like last week, right? And I hear Ron in the background. He lets out this huge sigh, which I can hear across the room, right? And I said, "What the hell is he doing?" She goes, "I can't really tell you." I said, "Why not?" She goes, NDA. And I'm like, God damn it. I want to know what is so invoking that Ron has to let out this.
I will let you know when I can.
Right.
So aside from that, World of Warcraft on Thursday, my guild actually had probably the best raid I can remember having with them in recent times. And we got through 6 bosses on Heroic Emerald Nightmare. Did not get a chance at Xavius, but we were pretty damn close. So they're doing big shouts to those guys. I may not be raiding with them much longer because of my new schedule. By the way, I got a new job.
Hey, new job.
Yes.
Wait,
so
is Ron moving again?
No, I got a
good.
job where I moved to, so I'm not working remotely anymore. So there's that. And
Oh wait, you have to
that's
go
World of
into an
Warcraft.
office?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm okay
God.
with that. I'm okay with that.
Ron in a suit?
Not in a suit, no.
Okay, good.
But
Oh no, I forget
business
you're a
casual.
programmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't
So
wear suits.
We don't do the suit thing. Fuck that. But anyway, also, of course, Heroes of the Storm. If you guys don't know, if you play 30 games,
Fuck, I'm being rated.
Jesus, if you play 30 games with friends between now and I think it's like the first week of January or something like that, you get a shit ton of free stuff in Heroes of the Storm. And after 15 games, you also get some Genji stuff in Overwatch.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man.
That
Because
is not bullshit. It's cool.
my guy who was supposed to help me, Mr. Fu, has not showed up.
Well, why don't you ask Soli or me or someone? 'Cause we've been doing it.
Getting ready to. I
I
really
think
want
I
that
think
stuff.
Little Ron has been doing it.
I want my 30
They've
games.
just been doing it. Yeah, I mean, a bunch of us been doing it, and I'll be happy to help out with that.
I never
That's-
played
yeah,
Heroes of the
let's
Storm,
do
but I do it for the Genji skin. I mean,
Hell yeah, it's really
Exactly.
cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
So there's that. That's it for Blizzard. I've been almost wanting to play Diablo 3, but not quite. I just can't get started because I realize I have to level a tune for season 8, and it's just soul crushing. It's just
Really?
like screw that.
This is coming from the biggest fan.
They haven't changed the game yet. There's nothing to do other than what you've already done, and it's like it's not engaging enough. So whatever. There's that. Also been playing a bit of Sub-Level 0, and last night I did a stream of ramming % attempts.
Which is what?
In the first room, you ditch your main weapon and your secondary weapon, so you have no guns. The only way you can do damage is by ramming your ship up against the enemies. I have made it to the end of the second level.
Really?
Yes, that reactor is very hard because it's got laser beams everywhere, and there's supposedly a pattern to it, and I haven't figured it out yet. So aside from that, also been playing Descent. I played Morphod, and that bastard last week, he played one weapon only the entire game, and he still beat me.
Ron, I was watching
so
about
mad.
10 minutes of your broadcast.
What's this last week against Morphod?
Yeah. And all due respect, he was whooping your ass.
Oh, well, he
It
didn't
was
win by all that
brutal.
much, though. It
It
was 20 to
brutal,
16,
Ron.
and it was tied at like 13 at one point. But
It was
yeah,
pretty brutal.
Morphod is definitely the better player between the two of us. It shows by his ranking is higher than me on the ladder. So there's that. And I played one again today and actually got to overtime with the guy. And it was a very fun match, even though the guy's based in Europe. So there was that. So yeah, that's been playing Screeps. I'm trying to get into I don't know what you'd call it. Like there's like informal alliances in the game, and the way that it works is that you have to program your stuff so that it recognizes your allies and doesn't kill them. There's no formal alliance system.
Nice.
So
Okay.
you have to do it yourself. So
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, you have to do everything yourself. It's like you're playing StarCraft, except you have to program. Okay. Let's go get the minerals over here and bring them back. You don't just say you go there like you do in StarCraft.
Yeah,
you have to program it together. So it's kind of cool. I like it.
that is really cool, though. It's an interesting take.
Yep. And that's about it for me.
That's it. All right. Cool. All right. So let's move on to one of my favorite parts of the show.
Is it your absolutely favorite part of the show?
My absolute favorite part of the show.
So this is news.
This is not news. No. No, this is 6 Gaming Roundtable. That seems way over the top. I got to work on that a little.
But that's why we have you here, is because of the over the top stuff. It's so good.
Is that what
I
it
thought
is?
it was because he's the main host. I thought that's why we had.
I mean,
No.
Yeah.
Co-host. See,
Co-host,
there's no main
whatever.
host.
You start off every show just about.
We are co-hosts.
No, he doesn't.
Right,
Okay.
as always.
Otherwise,
Maybe
there
I'm
wouldn't
gone.
be the phrase "filling in for your host" as always.
As always,
That's
I am
right.
here. No, this is my favorite part of the show. It's the 6 Gaming Roundtable. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Can you do it one more time?
the 6 Gaming Roundtable?
Oh my god! I can't get enough. One more time, please.
Oh God, the 6 Gaming Roundtable. I'm running out of oxygen.
Brave.
I'm almost there. Can you do it one more time?
The 6 Gaming Roundtable.
And done. Thank you.
Okay,
TMI.
that was too much. All right, a little over the top, just a little.
Yeah,
Okay,
we could go further.
No,
we
let's
can
not
do
talk.
it one more time.
No. Let's
Okay. All right, you guys. So what this is the part of the show where I bring up a topic every week, and I want you guys, yes, you guys in our chat to weigh in, as well as my
Wait, I'm in
awesome
chat.
and illustrious set of co-hosts. And we have an interesting chat, definitely. But anyway, so this week I wanted to bring up what we were talking about earlier with this EA bullshit. So my question to you
not
guys, and I
bullshit.
really want to hear, is a company-sponsored broadcast okay? Should a company dictate to you that you have to display certain information if you are rating their game? Is that acceptable given today's media?
Okay, so this is a more general question than what you're talking about. With
Much more general. Like let's say Squaresoft comes to you and says, "Hey, here's the new Final Fantasy, but you can only review it if you put Squaresoft across the top of your page."
Yeah, that's too much.
But that's kind of what EA is
if they
doing.
give it to you, though, if they give you the game, or they're paying you to do a review, or something like that, then yeah, there should be something there, and that is specifically for consumer protection. Because if someone were to send, like, say, I don't know, Total Biscuit, a copy of like an EA game, and no one knows, and he gives us this glorious, great review, and it's actually like a crap game or something, that could hurt EA's image, that could hurt his image. There's just so many levels of protection that something like that, what the EA thing is providing. Now, the shit that like Nintendo does, where they say, okay, we're taking 30% of your advertisement revenue or whatever it is, fuck that completely, honestly.
Okay, fair enough. But like I brought this up, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Guys like, was it Zero Punctuation, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a show where Yahtzee reviews a game, but he always shits on just about every single game he comes across, right?
Pretty
Now,
much.
granted, it's done in good humor, and it is absolutely hilarious, but he has only had like a handful of games that have ever been good. So when you do something like this, I think you're interrupting on good entertainment for the sake of trying to protect your image. Just let your game be the game. You're always going to have people that like your game, let's say Pokemon, and people that don't. This guy. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what it is, right? And every game is never going to be for everybody. And by doing this, it seems like you're really limiting what the audience, can take away from a show. Why would I continue to watch a streamer if he's getting sponsored by EA or Squaresoft or you name it, right? But all he does is give glowing reviews. But then I turn around and I play this game and it's shit. Now I'm not going to trust that individual anymore.
Well, that's the danger of that. I don't think that's a bad thing.
I think a lot of this has to come down to the fact where streamers have to take a stand to say this isn't right. And eventually what you're going to see is when streamers need to basically lie to their fan base on behalf of a company, eventually they're going to get affected by that. And then eventually those streamers aren't going to start streaming for these companies anymore. And that's what's going to happen. And then you're not going to see these Monday streamers aren't streaming for these companies. People aren't going to buy the game because they're not going to hear that their favorite streamer's playing it, so they want to play it. And it's a really tricky place to be in. So the biggest issue comes down to is obviously integrity with the companies, because what this comes down to is, as with any business, it's minimum effort for maximum profit. So if I'm releasing Assassin's Creed 17,
we're getting there,
which is going to have the same gameplay as the last game had, which is just a slowly declining, anything worth that makes you feel satisfied with it.
I wonder how you feel about this game.
Yeah, and then we're not talking about the other side of that too. Is if a reviewer reviews the game and they review it completely bad, but it's got, hey, this is sponsored by EA. Is EA going to give them another game?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question. Because I think what it comes down to, though, is I think what companies need to recognize is they need to recognize what streamers are more entertainers and what streamers are more reviewers. Because those are two different things. Like Yahtzee is a reviewer in the sense of he's entertaining people by shitting all over games.
Now, I also want to point out that this does not just apply to reviews. This could apply to, say, somebody who's this big fan of an EA game. Give me an EA game that someone would be a big fan of.
Madden, Mass Effect. Yeah,
I said big fan of.
Oh, somebody who's a fan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Damien's a big fan of Mass Effect.
But let's say hypothetically somebody was a big fan of SimCity and they play it all the time. Right. They stream it all the time. They've made a independent review of it, not sponsored by EA, and EA says, hey, we like your content, come to our show and stream your content from our show or something like that. Then they have to say things like that is where they're sponsored by EA, where we're giving them whatever, let's say they give them a plane ticket to come on out. Yeah. And they're excited about this. They love this. They have to add this tag to indicate, hey, this was sponsored by EA. That's not hurting anyone.
No, that is a very fair situation, because EA is literally sponsoring you at that point.
Well, Salitha in chat does say that if you see a reviewer that might be influenced by the favor of a free trial or, whatever it is that this company's doing, that you can actually weigh that in your decision. So she's got a point. From the get-go, this is an EA or whatever sponsored show, weigh that in your favor. Do you like EA? Do you not? Do you like this franchise? Do you not? And you can take that under account.
And basically all this is, it's consumer protection. It's full disclosure. It's making sure that people know where you're coming from. And this is like trying to avoid things like Gamergate.
See, to me, it just seems like one step away from censorship. And that is what I have a problem with.
I don't see it as censorship.
To me, I see it a direct link to censorship. Because, you're saying, okay, I have to put this tag up that it's sponsored by Ubisoft. Right. But then I say, look, Ubisoft, man, you guys just absolutely killed this game. This is atrocious. I don't know why you did it. Then I'm getting pulled because, I can no longer do it or whatever. Then what's to say that company cannot continue in the future? It's a very slippery slope of censorship.
But this isn't stopping people from putting out videos without that tag because they're not supported by EA.
Yeah, and
it's not censorship.
That's fair enough.
That's just polling support is all that is.
And that's fair. I can stream whatever game I want, granted, right? And nobody can tell me no, really. But at the same time, I see it becoming a thing. and let's say, and this isn't the same person, okay, because we brought this up next week, but let's say Trump, because he streams for Heroes of the Storm, okay, the other Trump, the good
Yeah,
Trump.
oh yeah. I hate
He
you.
streams
I hate
Heroes
you.
of the Storm
I
like
hate
all
you.
the time. But let's say that all of a sudden this new expansion for Heroes, or not
Wait,
Heroes, excuse me.
Hearthstorm. Yeah, Hearthstorm. Wow. Thanks, show.
Yep,
Thanks.
that's what I'm here for. Hearthstone is what he plays. But let's say this new
Yeah.
expansion for Hearthstone is not any good, right? And he goes, dude, why the fuck would you guys buy this? Please do not buy this. This is terrible. I hate this expansion. And then all of a sudden, you know, he's getting censored or whatever from Blizzard. And I'm not saying they're going to do that, but it could happen. And then all of a sudden, this person very much drives a direct downfall of gameplay in that area, and then censorship for no other reason than the fact that Blizzard's trying to protect their image. I
Well,
just
that's
see it as a dangerous thing.
I think that just comes down to the point where consumers and companies need to balance each other out. Obviously, this can be seen as an instance of a company overstepping its boundaries to protect its image, and others can see it as a way to help consumers grow with a company or something along those lines. But it's really, where do they balance each other out? Because eventually, maybe we'll see something where a streamer's like, I did not like this game, it was bad. And then, like the instance, the hypothetical situation you were just talking about, where the company says, oh, we're going to censor you now. And then that person will speak out, and then all their fans will be like, hey, fuck EA, they're being stupid. And then it'll bounce out. Believe me, it will.
Yeah.
Whenever something like this
eventually, I
happens,
suppose.
people will fight back. That's like the whole Gamergate situation was. It was people fighting back. I mean, actually, it depends on what side of the coin you were. One side, Gamergate was terrorists. The other side, you know.
Yeah. People
So,
being asshats.
I think
I'll
the
give
companies
this-
and people balance each other out. We'll see what happens. So.
I will give it to Microsoft. Now, granted, this is not gaming related, but Microsoft, for whatever reason, was really, really smart, in my opinion. And they said, you know what? I don't care what everyone says about our operating system, right? You know, yeah, everyone fucking loves XP. This was the greatest thing we ever did. Everyone loves Windows 98. This was the greatest thing we ever did.
Fucking
then you
Windows
look at-
98.
But you look at like Windows 8, or let's look at Windows ME, right? And how much have those
Vista.
particular versions been shit on time and time again? But what has Microsoft said about it? Not a goddamn thing. They just continue to release the content that they release. And if you love it, you love it. If you don't, that's fine. It's not going to stop them. So, you know, to play devil's advocate, that's perfectly understandable. And I'm all for that if that's what you guys want to do. But unfortunately, to me, it just seems like EA's taking the other side of this. And I don't see this ending very well. And that's where I take, you know, opposition to the whole thing. So,
Fair enough.
anyway, all right. So I guess that's about it, unless anybody else has anything they want to weigh in with. No? God, for once, Dropkick is fucking quiet.
Yeah, I
It
had like
happens.
my own segment earlier for like 15 minutes. So maybe.
Right. Fair enough. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and let's start wrapping things up this week. Thank you so very, very much for joining us here on episode 92 of the Six Gaming Podcast. I am your host, as always, Showsum, but I would be remiss if I didn't let my awesome and illustrious set of co-hosts sign
Wait,
things
hold
out.
on.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Wait.
Oh, wait, fuck, Runkley's back. Yes. Oh, God, where did you go?
You don't want to know.
I
Ron
don't-
went to go make out with Veg again, remember?
Oh, fuck
Oh,
you.
Jesus. Oh,
Fuck off.
oh.
The fuck right out of this
Was it-
podcast.
was it
Right the
50
fuck
Shades?
now.
Was it 50 Shades of Grey reference? Is that
No,
what it was?
No,
Remember?
that's it. We're done.
Aha!
Oh,
Jump
God,
kick's
why?
back, baby!
The problem is, I've been watching a lot of Bob's Burgers again, and you just reminded me of like Tina's fan fiction.
Fuck you, Damien.
Like,
Fuck you. Fuck you and your freaking photoshopping bitch, Mr. Fu.
Yep.
It was
Do it.
fantastic. It was
Do
a-
it.
it was a great moment. Great moment in Six gaming history. You're welcome.
All right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and sign things out for the night. So Dropkick, would you please say good night, sir?
Good night. It's good to be back for maybe one episode. Maybe we'll be back again.
I hope so.
And I can't wait for The Last Guardian whenever that comes out.
Mm. Good luck, dude. By the way, speaking of, did you notice Nintendo started dropping all these live action movies? They've talked about a Pokemon live action. They are doing now. Granted, it's not Nintendo, but
I don't get hyped for live action movies because they generally end up being shit. So
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Mr. Runkley, sign out, sir.
I don't even know what to say.
Because you and Veg sitting in a tree.
Fuck off.
Yup. Yep, that's it. All right, thank you guys so very much for joining us. I am, of course, your host, as always, Shozan. I love having you guys here every single week, trust me. But, of course, Mr. Runkley, you would have to sign things out. So would you please, sir, take it away?
Oh, see you, bye.
Bye.